Hey guys, we're back. We're back on the Transmog challenge series, and what we're going to be doing, because we sold a fair bit of our Silithus transmog pieces, or we sold the legs for like 151k, I believe it was, and a few jade pieces. I think we're going to come back here, try to restock them pieces because they're selling pretty good on my realm. So we'll come do a bit of Silithus transmog farming, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully we can get some good items. This would have to be one of my favorite transmog farms in the game. As you can see, we're already at 50k worth of items at the market value in 9 minutes. It's a really good farm and you have a chance of getting some massive pieces. We actually got the Tibu Blazing Longsword, which we're currently selling for about 1 million gold on my server. So hopefully we can get that sale. That'll be huge for the challenge. But I think what we're going to do is we've got to AFK for like a little bit, and then we'll come back and do more of this farm. Alright, so I think we're going to go do some island expedition now, mix up content a bit, just do something different. So we'll send over all the items we just got from the Silithus farm to the banking ult, and we'll see what luck we can have in the island expeditions. You can get some really valuable items from island expedition, so that is our goal. Alright, so we're going to do a bit more Silithus farming just until a few of the mates are on to do the island expeditions. So we'll see what we'll get this run. Alright, so we're at about 30 minutes in with 127k. Shout out to these guys here, they're from the gold making community. So these two druids right here, absolute legends. Oh nice, we just got the glorious plate legs, which I'm pretty sure we sold these before. And they sold on my server for 236k. That is awesome. Alrighty, so that's an hour and we got 533k worth of items. We actually got, where was it, the legs, which are worth 236k. Now these sell really good on my server. They've got a good sell rate, 0.035, so hopefully we can sell those ones. Anyways, we'll move on to the next farm. Alrighty, so we're on the Transmog bank ult, where we're going from 0 to gold cap from only selling transmog. So we're going to post up everything that we farmed from Silithus, and we also farmed from the island expeditions. Alright, so we've posted everything up. The auction house is looking at 6,566k, and we have 421k in the inventory. Now if you want to learn exactly how to make some gold in World of Warcraft, you can check out my gold making guide. It has all the farming spots I'm going to be using throughout this series, all the transmog farming spots, how to get into transmog farming, and a bunch more ways to make gold in the game. And it also gets updated, and if you own a copy, you get the new copies completely for free with all the new information. Alrighty, so we're on the transmog challenge where we're going to make gold cap from transmog only. It's been a few days since we've actually cleared out the mailbox, so let's go ahead and check out the mailbox. We have some sales, so let's check it out. Oh yes, holy, we've got 341k in transmog sales over the last 4 days. So our big item that we sold is this right here, the glorious plate legs. Now this is from the Silithus transmog farm. Actually, we got these a few days ago. I think at the start of this video or near last episode, we actually looted them a few days ago, so they sold extremely fast, extremely quick. So let's collect this. This is 341k. What other big items were there before we collected? So another glorious piece. By the looks of it, someone brought the whole set, was trying to buy the whole set of the glorious stuff. And this is all farmed from Silithus. Silithus is a super easy farm to do. A lot of people when looking for group will actually join your group to do that one. It's a really good transmog farm. Super easy too. And you can get the Tibu Blazing Longsword, which is worth 1 mil, which we already have one of those. This was the other big sale that we got right here. Long blade. I'm not too sure what that one is. But the main stuff was this glorious gear that we sold. It was probably all to one person. Where's the name? Let's check it out. So Rex, yeah, it was one person buying the full set, and they happened to buy it all of us. That is awesome. Very awesome. Alright, so let's collect all these sales, and that will bring up our total gold to 762k already. That is crazy. 762k already within a couple of weeks. That is really good. So let's check out the auction house and see what it is currently sitting at. So we've got 1,595 posted items for a total of 5,902k. Our big items would obviously be our Tibu Blazing Longsword, and we got a couple other 100k plus items right here, which are looking really good. Alright, so the next part into this challenge, I think we're going to, I guess we could honestly go back to Silithus and restock that glorious set that we've sold, and we could also do some dungeon runs, and also I've been doing a bit of island expedition, and that has been really good. Getting some, well, it's just been really fun, honestly. We haven't got no big crazy loots from there yet. However, it's actually really easy to do now, especially like when you're level 70 and they're level 51. You can fly through the expeditions and do them within minutes, and it's actually just real fun and something different to do. So we will be doing a whole heap of that also. Alright guys, so we've been trying our luck at the Glazer gold farm. If you don't know what that is, basically a BFA transmog which is worth 1 million gold on most servers. It's really rare. This is where the farm is located, so right here in the Storm Song Valley at this location, and that is in BFA. And we've got about 60k worth of transmog items so far, nothing crazy. One of the guys got a epic mace, I think it was, which went for like 40k. So fingers crossed. We're going to keep going, do about an hour of this. We're about 40 minutes in. Fingers crossed someone gets the Glazer. That'll be exciting to see, especially if I get it myself. I'll be absolutely cheering. So how you do this farm, you can do it with a monk with a statue set up like down the bottom or up the top here, or if you don't have a tank monk, you just run around with the group. You want to make sure you're doing this with the group because it's all about how many kills you can get per hour. The more you can get, the more chances that you have of actually getting a Glazer to actually drop. So you just run around and spam attack these guys and kill them and keep on going. The more you kill per hour, the better chance you obviously get at getting a Glazer. Now they drop off these big guys right here. So this is where the farm is. Fingers crossed we can get it. Also, this is the macro that I personally use. So it's just /clear target bubbling, which is the start of the mob's names, and then cast Moonfire. And you can basically just run around spamming this macro, spamming your star fours, and you can burn them down slowly. You just want to run around in your speed set because they are only level 60, so you don't need good gear to actually kill these guys. Get your dots up and just keep on going. And you just run around in a circle basically around this whole place. But anyways, we'll keep going. We'll see if we can test our luck out. Hopefully someone gets it. Well, unfortunately we didn't get the Glazer. However, we got about 110k worth of transmog items that should sell pretty good. No epics or anything like that, just some really good greens with decent sell rates. But anyways, I think we're going to move on to the next farm. We can always come back and try our luck once again here. Alright guys, so we've been doing a little bit of island expeditions. So we'll open up these things, get our doubloons, and we'll see what we get from one of the chests. So we got a couple decent items. We got this bow, which is worth 162k, which is really good. It looks pretty cool. We got this piece right here, 14k, and this one is only 4k on my server, but the price can go up for this item. As you can see, the region prices are a lot higher. Then we got 3 pets, which we'll have to cage up and see if they're worth anything. So let's go ahead and we'll check out what we got from our crate that we're going to get. So we'll get the doubloons. Alright, we've got a whole heap of doubloons. We should have enough to get a crate here. Right, let's see what we can get. What do we want here? So we've got 183. So I think we're just going to go with one of the big ones. go with this one right here. Fingers crossed we get something cool out of here. Do we? Oh, yes we do. Yes we do. Nice. So this one right here, the wrist is worth 43k, which is really good. The shoulder is worth 2.7, and then the wrist is worth 4.4, so that's nice. We'll cage up these pets and we'll see if they're worth anything. Okay, so we caged up the pets. The first one's worth 3.3k, 400 gold, and 1.7. However, we won't be selling these on the transmog challenge. Obviously, just going to be selling the transmog pieces, which I'm happy with the ones we got, especially these right here. They're worth a decent amount of gold for the work. Anyways, we'll go on to the next gold farm, I think. We also got a couple of random pieces when we were doing the Glazer transmog farm. A couple of these are worth a decent amount of gold. Nothing too crazy, but we'll definitely be sending those over to the transmog bank vault. Alright, we also had a few more pieces in the mailbox from farming on our monk, so we'll send those over also to the banking vault. Alright, so then I think we're going to move on to the next farm now. Alrighty, so we've been doing a fair few different random farms. So we've just been doing the Dune scavenger farm here. We got a couple inventories worth of transmog items that we're going to be sending over to the old. We got one epic that was worth about 15k. We've also been doing some other farms, some material farms like the fell cloth farm, also a few other different ones like the wild vine farm and a few other ones like that. And we managed to get a decent amount of transmog items from it. So we're going to be sending those over to the alt. Now this is how we're doing it with TSM to make it a lot easier. We've started a group called Transmogs. We add the items and we've set it up with the operations to vendor anything that is under 100 gold. So we don't have to worry about really cheap items. We can simply come to our vendor and we can go to groups, then click on Transmogs and then sell group. And this will basically sell all the items that are under 100 gold. And then with these groups also, we've set it up so it will send to our banking alt for the challenge. So we just go to groups again, and we click Transmogs and mail selected group, and it will instantly post all of the things that are inside the group to our alt. This makes it a lot quicker, a lot quicker. Now we're jumping on to the banking alt. As you can see, we've got a whole heap of transmog pieces that we've got to list up on the auction house. So what we'll do is we'll collect all of these up and we'll get them up in the auction house and we'll see what the value of the auction house is after this. So we currently have 761k so far in our bags of liquid gold, and I believe we've got a few more sales that are going to show up in the mailbox also, so there might be a bit more than 50k that we're adding to it. So let's get everything up on the auction house and we'll see what the total worth is. So we've actually got a couple sales in the auction house. As you can see, we've got a nice one coming in 41 seconds of 6.2k. But anyways, we're going to list up all the items. So we've listed up all of the items. Let's see what the total worth of the auction house is now. We're currently sitting at 7,340k with 1,780 items. So we're looking really good for the challenge. We've also got some sales now in the mailbox that we've got to check out. So we'll see how much it is. We've got 55k in sales of transmogs. I don't think there's any really big items. We got one item for about 10k there. The rest are just all in between 100 gold and up to the 10k mark. So no crazy big massive high ticket items. However, all the items add up and we are getting very consistent sales so far, which is extremely well. We've got enough transmog pieces on the auction house now to actually get some daily sales. We now just need to focus on some really big items. If you've been enjoying the series so far, there will be a link down in the description box where you can check out the playlist for all the other episodes leading up to this. And also, if you want to learn how to do transmog farming, I have a section in my gold making guide that goes over how to transmog farm, how to sell the transmogs, and a whole heap of really good transmog farms to actually go and do yourself if you want to start doing transmog farming and making a whole heap of gold from transmog farming.